I'd like to welcome you to WCPT AM's Out Chicago. Think of us as Sunday brunch with your gay best friends. Now please welcome your host, Scott Duff.
Welcome back to the second hour of Out Chicago. Scott Duff here, along with Ellen Miller,
Yes,
rolling
indeed.
along, getting riled up. We are voting. We have voted.
We voted.
The lines are longer, and we love that.
That's a good sign.
There we are. I'm a size queen. It's great. There we are. So make sure you're getting out there to vote in case you've been under a rock. It's within 48 hours. And you know what? I couldn't think of a better person to process this whole dumpster fire of a situation than Emmy Award-winning Judy Gold, who's going to be at the Venus Cabaret Theater November 8th through the 10th. And joining us now is none other than Judy Gold.
Hey, Judy. Welcome.
Hi, I love that intro with the double voices.
I know.
Thank you.
It's Judy's show.
It's Judy's show.
Judy, you're welcome. How did I do?
You're welcome.
Judy Gold, how are you holding up?
I wanna kill myself.
So do I. Yeah, it's a lot going on right now, huh?
It's a lot. Like, okay, so first of all, if you hear noise in the background, I am on the same street as I think it's mile 23 of the New York City Marathon. So there's a lot of people screaming outside.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So that's that. But I can't take the stress. I can't take it. I'm just like, I can't sleep. I don't think, and I'm getting really aggravated at I really don't want to alienate people, but I have to. Mm-hmm. Like, my relatives who I know some are voting for, I'm not allowed to curse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever his name is, I can't remember.
We call him Ding Dong here,
Dong.
so,
Right. Or Kotex ear. I mean, what was that thing on his ear?
I
Seriously,
don't
that was a mini
know.
pad.
I don't know.
No doctor. Okay.
Yeah.
And put a bandage on like that. Okay.
And it magically appeared.
And what former president does not have, you're right, a medical person come out and absolutely explain what injury he sustained in an assassination attempt?
Anyway.
Right. We don't have his medical records.
No.
We don't have his tax returns. But, yeah, he's going to save the democracy. Okay, anyway. So I know some people who are voting. But worse, I have people I know who I can't mention who went to the rally at MSG, and I literally cannot talk to them. You want to know why?
Why?
Because this is gay. This is a gay show, and I'm going to tell you, I have spent my entire adult life fighting for equality, to live with dignity, the rights of my family. I protested. I fought for women's rights, over autonomy over their own bodies. I have showed up to marches and rallies and protests, and my kids too.
Yeah.
I brought my kids along.
Sure.
And these people who have never had to have anyone stand in front of the Supreme Court to fight for their rights, equal rights to live without being humiliated. Okay?
Yep.
They have never they've never marched. They've never protested. But they show up to that.
Yeah.
But you don't show up for your loved ones.
Yeah.
Who's, who are really in peril right now. Like, I don't. So unforgiving. And I felt like this with W. I remember feeling like, how can you vote for someone who doesn't think that my family is equal to your family or as valid as your family? But this is even worse.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is even worse because we fought and we got there, and now you're taking it away, and it's disgusting.
Judy, are these people LGBTQ or are they Jews that are thinking he's going to be better for Israel?
No, it's neither.
Neither.
Neither. I think one of them, I think a lot of it is immigration, pocketbook. I'm a white male, and I don't feel like, it's like these young white males. They don't feel like they feel like they're the other, you know, because in the last 15, 20 years, maybe
if
20,
that,
maybe, but if that, they have seen the rise of you know, diversity in politics,
minorities,
other
women,
voices being heard. Yes, people's voices being heard and taken seriously. And they're like, wait, what about me? Well, you've had it handed to you for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, and look what you did with it. So too bad. Now you know what it feels like to be one of us, and this is how you behave. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm sorry, it's ridiculous. Gun control.
Oh, yeah. No, Judy, I've got a question for you, too, because, like, right now, I know the Lincoln Project has been, like, they've been great with, like, putting out all these ads and everything, and there's that one ad right now that's focusing on women and voting, and, like, your husband doesn't need to know, and what happens in that booth is just between you.
What is it, 1920?
Yes! The whole time I'm like, who are these women? I'm like, look, what you are doing right now is you are just, like, you are perpetuating this whole dependency sort of thing, you know, where there are women out there who have chosen to go to college for their MRS instead of an education. There are women out there who have chosen to, like, they are undereducated, they are underskilled, and now they are trapped in these marriages and they feel that they have to do this. Like, I'm sorry.
Well, no, I don't even think, I think that's just scratching the surface, what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think this whole idea of, you know, I can't tell my husband this, I'm going to keep what I do, like my opinions. It's so it's not even that they're uneducated. It's that it's this role situation where women who are opinionated are not feminine. Women who do things on their own, that takes away the power of the guy and, like, these gender roles, and it's like, I'm going to do what I want to do, but I'm not, you know, it's so off-put. I mean,
it's weird. I can't wrap my brain around it.
Those people exist.
Yeah.
Those people exist.
Oh, I know. I taught their kids.
Husband.
I taught their children when I lived in Memphis. You know, I remember, like, for some reason, like, I would go, as a teacher, we had to go and support, you know, athletic things that was kind of expected of us as our job. So I would go to the events that nobody went to. So I'd go to, like, the cheerleading competitions. And I would go to that and I would sit and chat with their moms. I'm like, oh my gosh, did you know that this kid of, like, one of these students, she probably had like 14 names, like Mary Morgan, Margaret, Mary, it was the South. And they're like, oh, she's going to make such a great wife one day. I'm like, or she's going to be a great sportscaster. Do you know how many, like, she knows every statistic, every this, blah, blah, blah. But they're being raised as this way of, like, you know, you be subservient to the man.
But, you know,
and mind-boggling.
That this is a woman's place.
Yeah.
But, you know, I watched CBS Sunday morning this morning, and they did a whole thing on Williamsburg and how they have these people who, you know, walk around living as if it is 18 or 17, whatever.
Right, and I watched it. Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, you saw it.
Yeah.
And were you not shocked about the, Mary Washington? Saying about a woman's body was her own. Their medical care was within the family. It was no one's business whether they had an abortion or not. I mean, we are going. This is like one step or a few steps below Sharia law, what is going on here. And the fact that doctors, you know, have to leave Texas to go learn procedures that are part of becoming a doctor because they won't allow this. I mean, you're screwing with women's health. This is how you're going to get power? And you know what? Taking rights away from women?
I agree.
Telling gay people that they're... Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say that I think that this is where the line has been crossed. Even if you were a Republican woman, a suburban woman, you voted with your husband because he always told you, economically, honey, for us, it's going to help us if you vote for... It's going to be better for us economically. But this is a whole different ballgame now because... There is no political line for people that need abortion care, need reproductive care. This is every woman has had to deal with it, and women have fought for this their entire lives. Grandmothers that have grandkids that may have been longtime Republicans now realize that their daughter is in a situation that they as a child were in, but thankfully 50 years ago it was changed by law. This is what is, to me, going to be the deciding factor in this election, that these women are going to say no.
Well, and I wanted...
And also...
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
No, I was just going to say, they last week, 50-year anniversary of a woman being able to get a credit card without her husband or a male's signature co-signer.
Yeah.
I mean, 50 years ago, I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, this is in my lifetime.
Yes.
It couldn't get a loan, couldn't get a credit card, couldn't get a mortgage, couldn't be pregnant at work. Like, do you realize that, in 50 years how far we've come? And the gay community, look what we've accomplished.
Oh.
Yes.
And yet you're going to take that, you're going to take away that progress so that you can have power and we can become a Christo-fascist country. No, do you understand? And as a Jew, I'm just going to say something as a Jewish person.
Sure.
I just got back from Israel.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah, I want to hear about that.
Yeah. It was amazing. And, you walk around Israel. It's sad because they want peace. They all want peace. And that this is what people in this country do not understand. And they want peace and they want the hostages home. And you know what? A majority of them hate Netanyahu.
Yep.
So, and don't like the way he is handling this situation. Why? Why does that mean that Israel doesn't have a right to exist? Why does that mean that every Jew should be attacked or vilified? We don't all think alike. It's just like in this country, you're going to blame every single American for the things that Trump has done. It is this anti-Semitism. And there's a lot of Jews voting for Trump because they think he's good for Israel. Well, you know what? As much as you hate the progressives who are truly anti-Semitic, they are, not only anti-Zionist, but they are, I'm sorry, I have to tell you that a lot of them are really kind of anti-Semitic. But they have that on the right, too. The right is racist and anti-Semitic, too. So stop acting like Trump is better for Israel. Trump is not better for anything.
And Judy,
anything.
I agree. How do they square these Nazi-type comments and his love for Hitler? I've been thinking about it. Yes, a lot of Jews are saying, I'm voting because of Israel. How do you square those comments about Hitler as a Jew? I mean, and say that he's okay, saying that he loves their generals and Hitler did some good things.
Ellen,
yeah.
You're asking the wrong. I don't understand it. Whatever you say, we could say on this side. Yeah. He's in bed with Putin. He's in bed with the biggest anti-Semites in the world.
Yes.
Leaders of nations that hate Jews, and yet he's going to negotiate. And look. No candidate is perfect by any stretch of the imagination. He's beyond. He is, first of all, he's a felon. He's a sexual assaulter. He's a rapist.
Yep.
He is a liar.
Narcissist.
He behaves. But the way, he's jerking off a microphone.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And that's okay?
I know.
Yeah. That's okay because he's gonna get rid of the migrants? Are you crazy?
No, it's okay because eggs are $4.59 and they want them to be $2.59. So that's what they're basing it on.
Yeah. Well, then go to Kamala, who's planning on doing introducing legislation to prevent to limit price gouging on groceries.
She's going to try. She's going to try.
I know, but okay. So look, you are coming to
yes. Let's talk about happy things, Judy. Let's talk about your shows
this weekend. Look, because we all know all of the horrible things that Ding Dong has said.
Right.
Ding Dong is just if I really want to call him fire truck face. And if you know
Right.
what,
Yeah, I want to call him things I'm not allowed to say.
yes, that is right. That's why I use the word
Use
fire
your
truck.
imagination,
I use the word
everybody.
fire truck because it begins with F and ends in UCK, and it's one word.
Yeah.
So,
I like that. Fire truck. Okay.
There we are. So, so regardless of what the outcome, we may not know when you get here. How is that going to play with your show?
Do you have 2 sets ready to go?
know, what's going
one
on?
if we have a first woman president, and one if we have Ding Dong. How you looking at? How you planning?
No, I'm not. I don't write in hypotheticals. So, I will definitely be discussing the current state of affairs. But I do think. Don't you kind of think we're going to have some indication?
Yes.
I don't think it's.
I hope so.
Yes. Yes.
I think we'll know by Thursday. I mean, everyone's like, I don't know. I don't believe the media anymore.
I don't
believe
either.
anything they say.
Judy, I think we're going to know Tuesday night. I'm going on record right now. I think that the women
agree.
in this
I agree.
country and the youth in this country are going to come out and surprise the living daylights out of every pollster and media person that's been pontificating about this dead heat. And you're going to see that America is turning fascism away and turning him away. That's my hope. We'll talk next week and see what happens.
I can't wait. I can't wait for it to happen.
I can't wait for it to happen too.
Well, we can't wait for you to finally be back in Chicago. I could not think of a better person to go into like a small room and to process all of this stuff with.
I can't wait. I love small rooms like that.
I know, and but the thing that's so wonderful about you, I loved your book. Yes, I can say that.
Yes,
when they come for the
fantastic.
comedians, we are all in trouble. It's all about
Thank
free
you.
speech. I love the fact that you are unafraid to take on everybody who challenges free speech. And you are a smart person who understands, yes, there are consequences for my actions, for my words, and I can say these words and be held accountable for them, whatever, but I can say them.
Yes.
And that is one of the things that I've always loved about you, even from you slide it in on your little pin curl. It's Judith's show.
And Judy, I love your podcast. I look forward to it every single week. And
thank you.
And Robin Tyler, honestly, I wasn't as familiar with her.
God.
She is fantastic. I love. Is there a part 3 coming? Did you hint?
There's a part 3 with amazing dish about politics. And really, she's amazing. And so she's my only 3-parter I've ever done.
Keep that up. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
We can't wait to see you this coming weekend at the Venus Cabaret Theater, November 8th through the 10th. For tickets, go to mercurytheaterchicago.com. You can click on a little Venus Cabaret thing. The room is gorgeous. It's fabulous. It's intimate. It's wonderful. It's going to be fun.
I'm hoping to be there Friday night.
Yes, me too.
You better get your ass there.
I will. I will be there. I got to figure out how. Yes, I'll be there. I've already have it.
You need to get your lesbian ass there.
I will. It's been on my calendar since the day I heard about it months ago.
Same.
Okay, good.
I'll be there. I'll be there,
same.
Judy.
But Judy Gold, thank you for being a voice of reason.
Thanks for having me.
Always,
sure do love
always
you.
welcome here.
Judy Gold, there we go. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Judy.